We're going to dial in on women's lacrosse here in the state of Colorado, and we have one of the best head coaches here in our state. Kathryn Ames is with us from Regis Jesuit. Kathryn, who is a counselor at Regis Jesuit, was very passionate in saying that we need to make sure we respect and are sensitive to this current 2020 season and the athletes involved. And Kathryn, so I want to ask you that, why specifically were you so adamant and passionate about making sure we talk about 2020 before we move to the future?
Well, I think it's important to recognize the value that these players have brought to their teams and to their field. Some of these girls have been waiting in the wings for 4 years to be a starter at some of these big powerhouse programs. Other players have started and contributed all 4 years. And many of them are captains this year. And, this is what they look forward to, is that senior year, that year that they're really leading the pack. And that's tough to let go of. And I think we still really need to honor these girls and the contributions that they've made.
You're aware of all the programs, all the players. Who are some names we want to drop, even if it's just to make some student athletes smile for a moment?
I obviously want to recognize my daughter, Bella Ames. She's a 4-year starter at Regis and has been, a big part of our program's growth. I think at CA, you've got, Ella Green, Ella Marks. They've been there 4 years also, contributing and winning state championships. I think Creek, God, they're so deep with kids. Two of their defenders that come to mind, Lizzie Zare and Emma Pinkelman, they've held down that defense and been waiting for the spotlight of being the seniors, So again, it's tough when that gets robbed.
What are you seeing in terms of the student athletes reacting to, the reality is their 2020 season's gone?
I think mental health wise, kids, this is their time when they don't have a screen in front of them. And when you take that away, sure, many of them are still exercising and hopefully getting outside, but it's just not the same. It's not the same as when you're with your team. So I think it is a big loss. But I guess I want my seniors to know, and all seniors to know, that your contribution is not defined by one season. And so much goes into getting to that season. It's preseason, it's meetings, it's emails, it's events, it's activities, that we can't let it be defined by just the spring of 2020. And I really want them to know that they have done so much for the younger girls, even if they only had tryouts and a couple practices in this season. It's all those things that matter.
Well, you think of the 2020s, if you haven't figured out, if you are one of those seniors who have lost your final season at the high school level, we're thinking about you. Kathryn, making sure that you get some TV time. And when you think about special females in our state full of studs, because we know that's the case here in Colorado, I think of Kathryn Ames. Kathryn, before we depart, let's make sure we understand this and you understand this too. Kathryn is on TV with us doing this interview the day before cancer surgery. That's everything I know about you. We hope you get those victories. We're looking for one more dub from you, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
I really appreciate that.